You don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's where rap a lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot. I used to whip up.
Today, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the New England Patriots.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the New England Patriots. Two men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from Jacksonville. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So now here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll get this to his running back, Benjamin. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. To throw here. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he will have a Patriots first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they picked up the first down.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This is Carson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run it with Carson. And he gets it down to the 32.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. Catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this has started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. McPherson's kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going to try and throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st down, Carson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. This defense for the Jags, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Pat Freiermuth. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A second down throw coming for Franks. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. It's Crawford. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing third down. Taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This one from 35 yards away. McPherson's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2. Got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Franks. He gets it complete to Harris. That catch good for only a couple. Now Franks. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Frank's throw is taken in by Waddle. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And it's Franks now from the shotgun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Well, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Franks now. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Chase Young. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 22-yard line. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long, had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now. He finds his man complete. It's Crawford. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll find Lindsey here. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back to throw here. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now it's Carson. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. You can count his carries on 1 finger. They've only given him the rock 1 time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On third down, here's Harris. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a third time here on fourth down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take out all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Eluding the pressure right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 11. Frank's looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Pats are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. They'll set up to throw. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. They'll throw now on the final play. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour. And I look over, and this guy, stone-faced, wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade." And he is just angry. And, we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go. Third quarter. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Franks now to throw on first down. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now he's going to throw deep right side. He was looking for Jalen Waddle there, but it's going to be second down. Franks. Flushed out right. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 29-yard line. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Oh, he fakes the spike. Flush to his right. He was looking for Albert O. Albert Okwuegbunam was the target there. And it's third down. On third down, it's Hines. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Here's Hines. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side. Hines. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
On second down now, it's Carson, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Here's Carson, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On third Jackson. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now a throw here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. That winds up pushing it back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Benjamin's got it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And the offense moving quickly to the line. To throw on 3rd down. Franks eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A 1st down throw. Here's Franks. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. 2nd down at 5. Back to throw. Franks escaping the pressure right. Throw right side, taken in by Pettis. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Franks flushed out right. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Flush to his right. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, If they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down. New England on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is third down and 12. They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. And now out come the Jags. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. On first down, here's Franks. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On first and 10, Franks. And he's got his big tight end here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. On first down, Franks escaping the pressure right. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jalen Waddle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. New England on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 8. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. Tackle made by Chase Young. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Now back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And after a rough start, as we take a peek at the numbers, he's going in the right direction now.
So often when you see a game start the way we saw this one start for him, you just wonder if he's got a chance to bring it back at all, and that's exactly what he's done. Love seeing that happen simply because you know a guy has struggled, and now he's found a way to make things better. That's pretty good stuff right there.
Franks now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
On 1st and 10, Franks dancing to his left. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Right back to him on 1st down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 2nd down. It's Carson, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw. Open man, that's the tight end fire. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Looking to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Now, there was a time when I would have been upset at teams throwing the ball with a big lead late, but I've evolved a little bit. I've come around. Ultimately, they're looking for first downs, and if they think the air is the best place to do it, then so be it. In addition, you probably got a quarterback gets a nice bonus if he keeps completing passes. So they want to keep throwing the football? Fine by me.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So that one will be accepted. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big 4th quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? In the 4th quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire 2nd half, but their 1st half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the 1st half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the 2nd half. Fortunately, enough